In 2025, Eli Lilly launched its Mounjaro pen in India at about $160 a month. The same company's US list price for the same starting dose, about $1,100. Same drug, same maker, 7 times the price, and almost everything you've heard about why is a myth. In the next 4 minutes, the 4 biggest plus what changed this very week. Every number here comes from public data, sources on screen and linked below. Where a figure is an estimate or still moving, we'll say so. Myth 1. It costs that much to make. Not according to the maker's own price list. While Mounjaro's US list price climbed to about $1,112 a month, Lilly itself started selling the weight loss version, same molecule, in vials, directly to cash-paying Americans. Since December 2025, $299 to $449 a month, no insurance involved. And peer-reviewed estimates say drugs in this class could be made and sold at a profit for a few dollars a month. Those studies looked at semaglutide, the rival molecule. Whatever the exact floor is, the maker's own cash price tells you the list price, isn't it? You're paying for the system, not the chemistry. Myth 2. Other countries must get a weaker version. They don't. It's the same tirzepatide from the same company. Japan's national insurance lists it at roughly $50 to $300 a month, depending on dose. That's the 2026 price list. In Britain, even after Lilly raised prices by up to 170% in September 2025, the official tariff runs about £133 to £330. Germany's pharmacies reportedly charge around €200 to €490, and India's official pen launch ran $160 to $314. Back in 2023, health researchers found America's list price was approximately 3 times Japan's. The difference isn't the medicine. It's that those countries negotiate one national price, and until very recently, America didn't. Before the next one, the one that changed 7 days ago, we built a free plain English checklist for exactly this. Every legitimate way to pay less, and what to ask before you trust any price. It's linked below. Myth 3, insurance covers it now. Sometimes, and that word is doing a lot of work. In 2025, fewer than half of America's biggest employers covered these drugs for weight loss. Most smaller ones didn't. Then, on July 1st, 2026, this week, Medicare started covering them for weight loss for the first time ever, a $50 copay under a temporary pilot that runs through the end of 2027 for this drug, pen form only. Real relief, but a pilot, not a promise. Meanwhile, an estimated 56% of users say these drugs are hard to afford. More than 1 in 4 insured users pay the entire cost themselves, and 1 in 7 former users quit over cost alone. Picture a home care aide in Phoenix, 55, on her feet all day. Her employer's plan doesn't cover weight loss drugs, and she's not on Medicare. The maker's own cash price for her dose is $449 a month. That's about $5,400 a year, out of pocket for the discount. Myth 4. So just order it from abroad. That's where the honest asterisks live. US law doesn't actually give you the right to import it. Regulators typically look the other way for up to a 90-day personal supply, but because this drug is approved and available in America, even that gray zone isn't guaranteed, and mailed packages can be seized. Then there's what's inside the box. Fake versions of these drugs have turned up inside the regulated supply chains of the United States, Britain, and Brazil. And by mid-2025, regulators had logged over 1,100 adverse event reports tied to compounded and copycat versions. The cheap compounded workaround itself? Courts closed that door in 2025. A pen that costs a fraction abroad is only a bargain if it's real, legal, and safe. And that's 3 separate bets. So here's the picture, both sides on the table. The gap is real. Same maker. 7 times the price of its own Indian launch, roughly 3 times Japan. And Americans spent over $70 billion on this drug class in 2023 alone, before rebates. But the story is genuinely moving. The maker's cash vials now start at $299. A White House deal reportedly pushes starting doses lower still, though the fine print isn't public. Medicare's pilot began this week, and the rival drug maker just announced its own list. Prices dropped by a third in January 2027. Prices are finally bending. The honest move isn't ordering mystery pens from abroad, and it isn't paying list price on autopilot. It's knowing every legitimate channel before you pay, and that's a conversation for you and a licensed prescriber, not a website. If a no-hype breakdown like this is useful, subscribe. The real cost of care, No clinic ads, no sponsors. 1100 here, 160 in India. Same maker. That gap is the system on full display. You shouldn't have to go broke to feel whole.